Can someone please explain to me why men absolutely lose their mind when women cut their hair? Like, the amount of men that have been in my comments or like my DMs being like, no, why would you do this? It's like, first of all, didn't ask. Second of all, because you're a man, your opinion is invalid to me.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we will talk about single mothers. We will see how a woman feels proud to have 3 children from different fathers, while many complain about being single mothers, that men do not help them. We want to invite you to smash that like button. Let's support the movement. Subscribe to the channel. That's the only contribution we ask of you. Men, add your grain of sand to the movement. Leave us your experience in the comments for any man who needs it. And without further introduction, let's begin.
I'm a single mom. Of course I'm gonna get asked how many baby daddies I have. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm gonna get asked how do I have a newborn if I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom. Of course people are going to assume that I get child support from all 10 baby daddies. I'm a single mom. Of course people assume my mom takes care of my kids 24/7. I'm a single mom. Of course my kid follows me to the bathroom. I'm a single mom. Of course I never have time for myself. I'm a single mom. Of course all the sleepless nights are on me. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm mom and dad 24/7. I'm a single mom. Of course people ask me, why do I keep having kids? I'm a single mom. Of course I get mental breakdowns at least once a day. I'm a single mom. Of course I get criticized for being a single mom. I'm a single mom. Of course, at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself for doing it all by myself.
Oh, you're a single mother because of course you chose the wrong father for your children, but since you don't want to take responsibility for your actions, because that's kryptonite for you, I'll blame men for opening their legs to chat. You're a single mother if you saw that the relationship wasn't going well with the first child. Why in the world would you have another one? Oh, because the second one is the good one. But you say you have 24 hours of work, so how do you support yourself as a single mother? Oh right, government assistance, clearly child support. But of course the man doesn't contribute anything. It makes me laugh that they know what would come if they have a child with an irresponsible man, but still have the children. So when things go wrong as they saw coming, they want men to feel sorry for them. Play the card that they were looking for Chad seed. Then beta provider raises them and it's not working for them anymore because men are waking up. They don't want to take care of someone else's children, but as I said, taking responsibility is kryptonite for them. If you don't believe me, watch the next video.
This is my first baby daddy, Ace. He is a fucking ladies man. He is fine as hell. Bitches, I had to fight everybody over this man. But I was number 1, so it didn't matter. I truly believed if he wasn't murdered that we would have had all of our kids together and we would probably still be together till this day. Only because the simple fact is I'm a dumb bitch and he's in love with me. But whatever. I would give him a 7 out of 10. I don't really like that he was like always in the streets, but so I'll give him a 7 to 10. Love him to death still to this day. 0 out of 10 for dying. That was fucked up. Really fucked me up with that one. This motherfucker here. This is my second baby daddy. Too tall. He's a piece of shit. I think he has a few other kids. I've tried to find family members of his or baby mamas or anything to kind of connect him to my son, to his family. Cannot find anything. No one's ever reached out to me. No one gives a fuck. He hasn't seen his son literally since he was like 2 or 3, 4 months old. He's only seen his son like 2 times. Didn't come to the delivery even though I called his phone, asked him to come. Gave me $80 when I had the baby, and that's all the money I've ever gotten from him. He's been on child support for like 3 years and haven't seen a dime. So he's a loser. 0 out of fucking 10. Awful. Would not recommend. This is my third baby daddy, White Mike. Love the guy. A great guy. Cheater, but a great guy. good stepdaddy, takes care of his family, pisses me the fuck off, ready to fight him. I give him a 8 out of 10. He's alright. That thing. Good. He ain't got no other kids, no problems there. He's just a fucking weirdo. Anyways, what did I give him? 8 out of 10? 9 out of 10? Yeah, though. He be giving me that money.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
But as I said, they are the victims. Honestly, taking responsibility for their actions is kryptonite for women. They go from one Chad to another. Even worse, then another Chad comes along. She has a child with each of them. Those are the men she had children with. Imagine the ones she didn't. When you come to see, that body count is above 50. But then you hear them say, I deserve a good man. 2 things. A woman's past matters. Don't get involved with single mothers. Don't take on another man's sin. All those guys were classic Chad types. None of them were provider or hardworking. No, they don't like that. She only likes the seed of Chads. She's happy counting her misfortunes as if it were some kind of achievement. Kevin Samuel was right. You can't make up this shit.
He then said that he wanted the DNA test. And it was, why do you want a DNA test? Oh, no, because she cheated on me. That's not my kid. You know that that's your kid. I will never give you a DNA test. That's not going to happen. Because I know of course not.
But if he's asking for it.
I will not go it. I did my research. I will never, ever give him a DNA test. You will need to take me to court. I will never. Because then that's me justifying your lie.
But also, like, giving
so?
But I don't think it's justifying the lie. I think if you don't trust me about that, here it is. It's like this.
But he knows that this is his. He knows so much that he had reached out to his brother, and his brother had contacted me, and his brother was like, "Hey, I've been talking to him. He wants to know if you'll do a DNA test." And I told him, and I even sent him the text messages. He knows that this is his kid. I have everything in text.
No, okay, I see what you mean.
I will not get a kid. For what? You look at my
tell
kid
him, like,
now.
oh, this is it.
No, because you knew.
Yeah.
You know for a fact that this is your kid, even without seeing him.
Yeah.
You know that this is your kid, and then for you to go and say that now, okay, let me see how far I could go with this lie. Let me get her to do a DNA test, so then I could tell all of my family I wasn't there and you guys weren't there because I didn't know it was my kid. That is BS. That's a lie.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's like, you think it's a lie?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Then it's not. You don't think it's yours? Let's just do it then.
Pero all I have to do is show you my kid. You see my kid, and my kid looks identical to you.
I know.
And then he wanted me to do a DNA test while I was pregnant. You can't do that. Only one with blood. And why would I go and put the effort into it when I know that he's lying and he knows that he's lying?
But then he could say, well,
I can't listen to it anymore. I don't even know what the fuck she was talking about. I did what research? I did my research. He's lying. I could show you my kid. They look like his brother even. It was so much, a bunch of word salad going on. I didn't even know. I was still waiting to hear the concrete proof that that's his kid. I got text messages of me and his brother talking and all this. Like, what? The fact that she said he got to take her to court for him to get a simple DNA test. No, you don't. Get the kid. Matter of fact, they got these little test kits on Amazon you could order. Swab the kid, swab yourself, send it in, you get it back in, you get the results back in 48 hours, 72 hours, whatever. I don't know how long it is. But he don't need to take her ass to court. And that's the type, fellas, that's the type of woman that you just bro, y'all gotta stop impregnating these women, man. Y'all gotta start really vetting and doing y'all research and talking to these women. Just let them talk, and then you will hear their mindset on how they speak. What? Take me to court?
I told you some time ago, these women are not trustworthy. That's why I tell every woman, these are my conditions. If we have a child, I will do a DNA test. We do it when the baby is born with your consent, or I will do it myself within the year without your consent. But the test will be done. That's simple. Create a precedent in her mind. Because look at this woman, defensive about this. No one tells me she's not hiding something. Because we don't even have the test yet, and she already looks guilty. Women nowadays talk to you and several others. I won't say they're all like that, but this is the time we live in. You can't just sit there with your mouth open thinking it will never happen to you. All the men it's happened to thought the same as you. She loves me. She would never do that to me, and bam, she did. And it's tough to see that you raised a child who's now 10 to 20 years old, or even 3 years old. You have them as your baby, only to find out that child isn't yours, that it was from a Chad she cheated on you with, that you've been raising his seed for years, as this brother says, by your kit from Amazon. Say it to the woman before entering a relationship. Create a precedent, because then she'll be afraid to trap you with a child. Tell her these are my red lines. You accept them or you leave. But don't let her make you raise another man's sin.
Not keep doing everything around the house. I am starting to feel like what people call a married single mother. How can you be married and a single mother? That doesn't even make sense. Plus, when I met you, you were a single mom. I know I was a single mom, but you know what? When I was a single mom, I only had 2 kids instead of 3. Who's the 3rd kid? It's not me. Feels like you're an extra kid because I'm having to clean up your messes because you are not participating in keeping this house clean. You leave your clothes on the floor. You leave dishes all over. The other day you came home and your shoes were all muddy, and instead of taking them off outside or in the garage, you tracked mud through the house. Honestly, it's worse than having a 3rd kid because you're bigger. You make bigger messes. I'm working. I am exhausted. And I'm working too. But on top of that, I'm taking on the majority of the household and childcare duties. So while you come home and get to sit down on the couch and watch TV and relax, I don't get that time for myself. If you need a break, why don't you just take it? Whenever I take a break, you're constantly texting me, asking what to feed them, what they need to wear. So it's not a break for me.
Here's the never-ending argument. A smart woman knows how to organize her home. If both of you work, why not pay for a cleaning service twice a month? They'll do a better job and leave the place organized. Why not prepare meals for the whole week? Why not both organize? But no, it's better to complain about everything the man does, of course, except for paying the expenses of a house with 2 kids who aren't even his. Because those kids are going to eat, they're going to make a mess, they need to be taken care of, medical bills need to be paid, the house needs to be maintained. All of that is going to fall on a man who added the burden of another, who in the end will only be complained about. The worst part is, you won't be treated as a priority because you just joined in. You're not the one who created that home. Every single mother already has her dynamic with her children, already has all her attention on her children. It's valid. They're her kids, but they're not yours. What you need from a woman, you'll only get half of it because she doesn't have time for you. Besides, you have to try to get along with her kids. If they're unruly little brats, or if there's a Chad trying to get back with his woman, you'll be living in hell, worst of all, while bearing all the expenses.
One stereotype I absolutely hate about Muslim men is that I was going to become a married single mother after I birthed my baby. That is basically someone who believes that all of the care given of the child relies on the mother because it's just not their job as a father. And I think for a lot of people, the general assumption is if that mother needs help, then it's the women in the family who will be supporting her. Particularly here, a lot of, you will never see me doing those jobs, it's just not for a man to do. But I can't express how far away from that my husband was. I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously there were times when we were both tired and we would probably argue about who does what. I've never had to have an argument about why he should get involved or do something. He gets up with her in the night, he gets her changed, he chooses her outfits for the day. The most important one is he will take her out for the day without me even asking. He will make those plans because he wants to. Don't get me wrong, there are things that I think could be improved, like the mental load is just always on me. But I just hate the stigma that dads get in general, especially Muslims, because he can't be further away from that if he tried. Obviously, there are so many people out there that don't show up and give them that name. Very fortunate to have a present and caring father, and I'm so grateful that I get to experience that in him as someone whose father passed away when she was very young, because it just shows to me that they are out there. And I hope this doesn't come across in the wrong way. I just wanted to put something out there that praises dads, because I know it's very like far and few. These videos that you see, it's always what they're doing wrong or what they could improve on. And it is definitely a cultural thing, because even speaking to people in his family, they're always very shocked at what he does and the amount he contributes to things in the household and like everyday care with her, such as changing her nappy.
This man is becoming the nice guy. She starts by saying, "This man is amazing. He helps me with the kids, with household chores, he works, he gives me everything," until she gets bored with him, seeing that the man has lost all his masculine polarity, feeling like she's married to a feminized man. But doing household chores doesn't make you less of a man. No, it really doesn't. But doing everything for the woman makes her lose attraction towards you. The men who do all of this are the ones who end up getting divorced more often. A man cannot lose his masculinity by doing everything for the woman. The man should help her, of course. It's a time when both are needed, but taking care of the economic side, as well as cleaning and taking care of the children, that man is losing all the respect of the woman. She'll tell you she loves a man like that, but the reality is that comfort bores women. Later, when she leaves him, you'll hear her saying he was a perfect man, but I wasn't happy, because as I said, comfort is boring for women. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about asking women for a DNA test? What do you think about a woman who has 3 children from different fathers being wife material? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.